Welcome to Kansas City, Kansas, as the ESCL League is here to put on a show. Here's the first qualifier race. And the drivers are now just getting in their cars. And apparently into everyone else's cars and preparing for qualifying race number 1.
I hope throughout the sprint 1 more people join. So that for sprint 2, yeah, there's no people.
Getting in their cars. And hopefully people join. Hopefully everyone is able to get on to top 7 in the race. So it means that some people who finish at the back do not make the race. Unless there's a significant amount of people in race 2 who do not turn up.
That's a lot of people. 9 sprint 1.
Yep, that is an entire sprint 1 field.
Racing is gonna be quite intense, so there's gonna be something to comment at least.
Yep.
God, I love America.
And green is out.
For the sprint 1 of Kansas Speedway.
Kansas Speedway is an unknown commodity as Nathan's already sideways and he goes around.
He's in the last. What a terrible start.
Oh, big crash.
Wow. Wow, that's very unlucky.
Remember, Kansas Speedway wide turns. So these drivers can take it pretty much completely flat out.
Back left. That is insane.
Yep. Nathan's already at the back, just about half a lap behind. He is not going to make the race. Along with another white car, cannot get the name of. That was unexpected. If the top 7 just maintain position, they will be in the event. Of course, everyone wants to go for the pole points. We are at a point of the season where every point counts. Especially for the main championship contenders. A lot of people going on the apron. This is allowed at Kansas Speedway. Unlike super speedways like Daytona, you can go below the white line.
Otherwise, your line is...
Yep. So Nathan and Kronox are the ones who were involved the worst in the wreck.
No, for some reason, maybe they can order the draft.
And there's a big train down at the bottom.
A lot of bomb draft.
And Gokan is now
4 wide.
Is now your leader. Tawa in the grass.
Oh my God.
Gokan was sideways.
Contact.
They all managed to maintain control.
No. Oh. No.
That's an aggressive cut, and they're gonna go around. That's
Gokan is sideways. Nathan
turned by Atzog. And in qualifying races, if you get 1 out of 3, you are penalized a position.
Yeah, in sprint it is like that. So.
And so if you get 7th in this qualifying race, and you have a 1 out of 3, you're out of the show.
But Atzog is pretty much safe if he gives like a...
Tyler trying to push his way back in.
You hear me? If Atzog maintains the top 6, he is fine. But Vic...
However, Atzog does not look good. He's currently 7th.
Yep. Whoa, sideways goes the Spire car.
7.
Vic is going to qualify for the pole.
Wow.
First race back into series and got on the pole.
Gokan still managed to qualify.
And Nathan somehow manages to qualify for the race.
poor lime snatcher.
Yep. Got turned the white. That's like P5 because the penalty sub gets bumped up to 4th.
Dinah.
The flat tire strikes again. That's where your car just suddenly snaps sideways.
That
And
race, it kind of fell apart pretty quickly, but you know, otherwise it went pretty well.
Let's see, do we have enough people for sprint too? I don't think this is enough.
I don't think we'll have a
Wait,
full. I don't think we'll
wait,
have a full
play this
field.
fair.
We might have enough for 7 cars. And if that happens, that's really bad luck for Line because if he was in, because he would
Might
be
as
the.
well let people in that
If
can
there is,
qualify.
remember, if there is 6 people, then Line would be the first substitute in.
Who needs P2s? And
And a few people are getting TPs. They're going to the field for heat race number 2. This determines the outside lane. And of course, whoever wins this heat will get the bonus points associated with getting the pole. Of course, you gain 7 points for getting the pole.
look
Well,
at
really,
that
it's more of
beautiful
a front row bonus. Everyone else gets compensation by getting in the race.
Yo, what will happen if I call Dirge Greek?
I mean, can he really do anything at this point?
I don't know. Let's see. What has a Ethan Warfuck in the background?
And there are only 4 people in this race, then I think we're going to let the drivers who have not make it through Heat 1 through in Heat 2.
Oh, and Kyros. Her car glitched out. Very well.
Went through the track bed.
Now the people that were in sprint 1 and then made it
Yep.
must be quite jealous.
So there's
Oh wait, everyone from sprint 1 is in 1.
yeah.
That's cool.
If 5 or less people are in this heat, then whoever didn't make it through Heat 1 will be in the race. And the people who did not qualify through Heat 1 are allowed to compete in this race.
Dark is being kind for the first time in his life.
No further comments.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My Roblox just fucking died.
Yeah, there appears to have been a problem for a few people.
Few people?
Well, two accounts as multiple. Two accounts as a couple, right?
Do you have the same problem?
No, but I've heard of other people who have had the problem.
My Roblox is not responding.
Yeah.
So is Alto raised?
Mhm.
Am I doing something?
Well,
Did somebody check me?
What?
It
Can
might be the
somebody
while back.
check what my character is doing in Roblox?
You're not in the game.
Oh, it
Yeah,
fully crashed. That's nice.
that is very nice indeed.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
Hmm. Since when did D1 become has since when does D1 have the same atmosphere as D2? Very empty and stuff. Maybe
This next race is starting right about now.
And green is underway for Heat 2. B for the lead early on. They're 3 wide behind them.
no.
Remember, the turns of this track are very long, very sweeping, so you can hold it at the bottom.
Wait. Why Brink has a Tesla, right?
Yeah.
So why does that like a fuel? Like a gas refuel, meanwhile it's in it. Oh, and the Brink is sideways
Oh,
and
there
uses it.
goes the car.
However, it does not change anything as he still qualified.
A
Yep,
lot of
Big Boy
space.
is
The other
What?
person
What
spins out.
happened?
Big Boy
What
has
was wrong?
ran.
Big was wrong. Okay.
Very, very interesting way to start.
Yep, very interesting start. If this the race, then this is a very boring one.
Yeah, there's only 3 people.
No.
And only 2 of them are
I
competitive.
nothing interesting except
Looks like
bias, I
looks
think.
like Blaine might be able to catch them at the end.
You know, a little few laps here.
Piles catching up to Beast.
My
Mr.
goodness,
Beast.
Now I've seen Beast in other leagues at this track. He is very competent at these types of tracks.
Yeah. Bum guy.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would kill Beast, the only thing that killed
Through.
Beast in a previous race I've raced against him at this track was his internet. So we need to see if that is the issue for him today. Blaine is catching them. Piles all over the back bumper of Beast. Trying on the outside. The outside is not the usable line. White flag. One
in the back trying to catch up here.
One more lap to go this heat. Blaine trying to get anything he can out of the top 2. If they wreck, he can capitalize. Pius looking for any which way to go. Top, bottom. Back to the bottom. Cannot get alongside.
Staying on the bottom. Well, struggling to stay
Pios
on the bottom.
to the bottom.
Ooh,
Oh,
Beast with the
almost in
block.
grass, almost pitted.
Beast will win the heat.
almost.
Ooh.
Almost.
Okay. That was a very peaceful race until about the end, where Piles was really fighting for first there.
The peaceful race except the first lap and the last lap. So that has set up the field for the ESCL Kansas race.
Super Idol.
Let's see if we're gonna get very similar results for the actual race here.
Now remember, the race does feature more people than the heats.
How many cautions do you think there are gonna be?
Well, of course there's going to be at least one for the halfway. There's probably going to be a green-white checkered at some point. So probably going to feature a few. And as we established in the heats, the inside line is by far the preferred line. If you're in the second groove, you will be shuffled out. If you're able to hold the bottom, you will be a lot faster than the guys above you.
Something very interesting about the ESCL, you will have your, the position you start with will probably be your position for a good chunk of the time, if not the whole time.
Alright, just getting itself refreshed. So one thing I noticed about the new chat is that you don't see any of the chat history before you join the server. Just none at all. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that because I used to be able to see very far back.
Yeah. It's because of the new chat they introduced, like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't know, that feels weird even though it has no impact.
I guess. Probably makes moderating games a pain in the ass.
What are your predictions for this race? Like, who are you confident in?
I feel that someone who is able to... that the winner will have to make the way through the field at some point. Because this track is probably going to have a lot of comers and goers if these guys want to stay in the pack.
Really would like to see what Tawa's going to do this race. And I haven't seen Favre race in a very long time.
And this is I believe one of the first times in a while where we haven't had any DNQs. That's the first race since Las Vegas, it appears, that there is no DNQs for a race.
I remember there used to be like, people that actually DNQ'd. It'd be like, what, like it'd be like 4 people before the race started DNQ'd.
So this is by far the smallest field that we've had all year. Only 11 people.
Bro said no. That's crazy. Me personally.
This is I think this is going to be a race that none of us. I think this is going to be the type of race that none of us have seen before. I'll say that much.
Pretty peaceful. Well, yeah. Not peaceful. That's what word am I looking
Not
for?
peaceful, just something a bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, guys,
Who said that?
I should be the pace scorer.
Big sad moments, and it looks like we're going for a
Okay.
70-lap race, just over 100 miles.
Alright, so
Is everybody ready? Yes.
so we'll probably finish that one.
Damn, crowd really won't go.
What? What's going on?
Dark, making sure nobody's, not ready for the race.
Who's NASCAR racing? Well, since we don't have any objections, we're going to be waving the green flag. The only standing start at the race,
Oh,
And
and
they're off.
DNA,
and sub does not get going.
I don't.
People in the back
DXNA.
there are really struggling to start.
Oh, and he's
Whoa,
sideways.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
nice.
make it sideways.
Right in the grass.
Piles up the
Piles
track.
is backwards.
Around.
Lane is backwards. What is happening?
Lanes around. Howard goes for a spin.
Your car really struggling to.
We're not
Put the
even.
Sub is upside down.
around.
Collects blame the
Yeah,
impact.
you know, huge gap
We were
between a lot
not
of
even
people
at the back
about to,
stretch,
you know,
and
work
we
their
had
way
already
back up
3 wrecks.
to the front pack.
And we've already had half the field involved in wrecks already.
Amazing racing.
Wreckfest.
Just amazing.
This is, like I said, this is going to be a race that type of race that none of us had seen before. This track has 5 different lanes, and nobody was able to use any of them.
There's what are you downloading? Crown says.
Off the track, and looks like they're the second pack behind the first, and they look like they might be able to catch up to the main pack.
Panicking.
Vic is your leader. Lime trying to take it. Beast, Lime's teammate behind him. Beast now going for the lead. Getting a push by Farb.
Least I've
What the Amico Toyotas? Beast to the lead. Beast is very good at these types of racetracks. The intermediates.
Oh, like I don't know. I think Pios is in an awkward position there. He's like in the back, but like
If
not
Pi-
quite.
Whoa, Barb is
Definitely
sideways.
room for.
He saved the car, but is now to the back of the pack.
Who's in the lead there?
One of the biggest and most important parts about this race is the draft. They're able to suck up to the drivers ahead of them, and because it's a flat-out racetrack, you're able to get the run and try and set up a pass. But Beast is making this But Beast is gluing his car to the bottom lane,
Beast
not
in the
allowing
lead,
any
just like in the quali.
not allowing anyone to get by him.
Okay.
Vic to the bottom, Lime up top. Pio's trying to get underneath Vic. This is looking like P2 all over again. And Vic goes around. Pios is sideways.
And
Pios
Pios.
spinning around.
Pios
Big
is
impact. And they're 5 wide going to the tri-oval.
And Nathan is... Oh my
And
God.
Nathan goes around.
Another spin out.
Another
Sends in the
spinner.
back.
And Beast has
How
gotten
does
a
he keep
huge breakaway.
Yeah, to keep up pace with the other person.
The
in the back.
draft, remember, the draft at this track is relatively minimal compared to some of the others that we've been to.
And Gogan goes around the inside. Along the line.
Goken on the grass, trying to eke out any advantage he can get. Tower to the bottom, but 3 wide. Vic is pushing Tower. Probably gonna try and take second from Tower.
3 wide in the middle.
This race has been relatively smooth so far. No cautions. Sub is 2 laps down because of the freezing in the opening laps. Sub is now 2 laps down. Number 29 DHL car.
Everybody is relatively staying, just with pace with each other.
Yep. That lead that Beef had is dropped significantly. Beef goes up the track. Tower's one of the best at gripping the car to the low side of the racetrack. And almost any intermediate he is able to get to the bottom. Tower is one of your intermediate stars. Look, he had a great race as Charlotte. Did not seal the deal, but he was able to do significantly well. He's always able to grip the. He's always able. She's dropped. Yep, she's dropped out of the lead pack. The
Still in the lead, leading a lot of laps here.
And I'm trying to get him down.
And there's a 7-car pack right at the front. Lime is underneath Beast. But the Lime is Beast's teammate, so he allows Beast to get back in. Oh, nearly turns Beast.
Oh, he's really having a battle there to stay in mid-pack.
Whoa, sideways goes one of the Amica cars.
Yep, and he's back once again.
Nearly hitting someone else.
Yep. And certainly taking them out of the pack, no doubt.
Fake making his way to
And there is a pack that is about a straightaway behind the lead pack. Only 2 cars, Nathan and Pios, a former Marlboro driver, and leading an actual Marlboro driver.
Whoa.
Very dynamic.
Yep. Now Gokhan's to the bottom of Lime. Beast has another big lead again. If these drivers don't try.
That's the police car.
If these drivers are trying to work off each other, not try and pass each other, they may be able to catch up to Beast faster.
Back marker. Good.
Yep, Sub is 3 laps down because of the opening lag spike. Gokan is loose.
Fake, just
And
Fake boy
down.
goes around
Spins.
and upside down goes Fake.
See,
It's going to bring out the caution. And that lead that Beast had is now going to be a race. It's a close. And a clean race is now going to have the pack caught back up. And Vic hard into the wall in turn 1. And now up to the pace car. Just a little bit. And Sub is hoping to get his laps back. Pits will be open. Now, these drivers can conserve fuel. In fact, they use up more fuel while under caution.
Many people going into the...
A hard pit lane to get into, it looks like. And crashing on a pit road.
Man, this
Vic.
truly is a race I haven't seen.
Certainly an interesting track, no doubt. Wide sweeping turns and relatively short straightaways. Great for some racing that
Go, go, go.
and now catching back up to the pace car. And Sub has gotten 2 laps back. In fact,
He
I
won
think
the
he's gonna get
battle
all 3. I think
from
he's gonna
Vic.
get all of them back.
Hold that back there, you know. Just try not to be last.
Well, just try and not get breaked out of the pack, which it appears is much easier said than done.
Yeah,
This
Fake's
track is-
scheme disappeared for a second. Single file line for the pace. He's struggled to do. Oh, okay. It's getting there.
Probably the hardest part of this league is getting these people to pace properly. And looks like most of the field is back together, though Sub is still in turns
He's
1 and
almost
2
passing the
right
pace
now.
line.
And one car is catching up to the field now. Think it will be green next time by. Think Farf thought it was green this time by.
He's getting pushed by Fake and almost past the pace car.
Remember, fuel conservation in this league is non-existent. And now Sub has got back to the tail end of the field. Green flag. Green flag. Going to the green flag.
Going green.
Beast is your leader. He led out of the pits.
And they're off.
Green. Beast with maintaining his lead. Fake is getting a challenge from Tala in second. Look at the pack. They go to turn 1. Line and Vic are in the wall. Nathan goes sideways, but he maintains control. Somehow they all managed to make it through.
Big pushing Kawa to make it back up to Beast. One who's really maintaining his position today.
Someone is trying to go for the always like a base.
Tawa in the grass, trying to get the lead from Vic. Trying to get the lead
Still
from
leading
Beast.
the lap.
Oh, there's something like that. Goken is sideways.
Something at the
Big
back.
battle here.
The Jaguar is around.
Goken.
And he spins.
He maintains
Staying in the
vision.
lap for a while.
Yep. He maintains control, but he's lost the. Looks like he may have lost the draft.
Sub and
The top four have broken away
Both
from the
have
rest of the
penalties.
pack. And Sub and Blaine have gotten penalties for infractions. In this league, there is a three penalty system. Some penalties are worse than others. Of course, wrecking someone is 1 out of 3. Wrecking someone blatantly and intentionally and clearly intentionally would be a 2 out of 3. Save other discretion, and round goes Lime. Nearly up and over. Somehow does not collect Goken in the back.
Pyos
Blaine-
in the front.
Blaine against the wall. Wall riding is not ideal at this track because you can hold it flat out at the bottom.
Pyos right behind him, Dino.
And Farb is fighting to maintain control of that race car. He maintains control. Still in the lead back. Wide through the middle, Pyos.
Sam and Lime back there really.
You can just see how quickly a driver can go from the front to the back, and Sub was completely sideways in the entrance to turn 1. A 9-car freight train going into turn 3.
An amazing train here. Somebody under the yellow, that's Beast. In the grass.
Whoa, Pyos was sideways, and Beast and Nathan Collector of Pyos is upside down.
Pyos' run was really short here.
Pyos looks like she blew a tire in the tri-oval.
Pyos joins Lime and Sam.
But the caution is out. And Beast trying to hold off Fake, trying to hold off Sub. Sub looks like he's going to win the race back.
People are still racing. Oh,
And they're still wrecking. Remember, the caution came out just after they crossed the start finish line the previous lap. So now the pace car will be coming out. Wherever it is.
Guys, please calm down. You guys are playing too.
And the pace car is now leading the field.
Pyos to make it back up to the pace.
This is certainly a race that we've never seen before. And
Cool, going into pits.
pits are not declared open, so nobody's allowed to pit. Fortunately,
People are
everyone is
faking
able.
it. People are
So
faking.
fortunately, everyone is able to avoid going to the pits just in time. Yep, pits open this time by. So
Imagine everyone goes. So cool.
I think everyone will go in.
I mean, who?
Oh, it is running low.
I mean, would you like to stay off for additional 5 laps at the end of the?
Like, like the problem is that if the caution goes on for long enough, or there's another caution, right after, then you decide to pit then. Everyone who pitted the previous caution could just stay out and pass you right then. And
Oh, so
everyone is going
everybody.
to the pits. That is the
Everyone.
entire field going to the pits.
That is very cool. This is not even.
What a
off,
shot
man.
of seeing everyone turning on a pit road at once. An entire field.
Let's see.
And you can definitely tell the drivers who are more experienced in pitting because they're able to slide into their pits perfectly fine.
Everybody going back off.
And Sub is your leader still out of the pits. Perfect pit crew from Sub. Or unless he's going for... And the pace car is sideways. The pace car is around. And now the field will catch up. We're gonna have green next. We're gonna have a green next time by. It appears. Yep, going green next time by.
Just speed a little bit.
Sub, your leader. Beast in second. Fake Boy in third. Tawa in fourth.
I think that was about the straightest the line was ever gonna be for like a brief moment right there.
Yep. About as straight. The straightest that these cars will go is down the backstretch, and that is one of the shorter backstretches that we have in this league. Because the turns are so...
line almost goes straight. The line always almost goes straight, and then there's just one person out.
Yep.
And,
and Sub back in the gas. Pios does not get going. She's sideways.
Immediately.
Already. And Lime and Gokan are together. Lime's in contact. He's sideways.
Sub and Beast pushing each other about. Too wide. Coming into turn 3.
And Beast is going to get shuffled out of the way. Vic trying for second. Meanwhile, Sub just trying to keep it cool and hope that the pack does not catch him. But Vic is underneath Sub and looking hungry.
O-line again, pushing people down to the white.
Yep, Vic is hungry for a win. Hungry to try and prove himself that he belongs in this league. Guarding the white line. And they're 5 deep behind. Barb underneath Vic. And Sub underneath Barb. Barb trying to force Sub onto the apron. And Sub goes up the track. Tawa in a prime position to take the lead back. And here comes Beast. Once again, trying, and here's the entire field in turns 3 and 4 in one big pack. Whoa! Faking sideways, lanes around. Barb is in the grass. Back of the track, Barb is around. Up in the fence. A huge melee in turn 1 has caused a... Most of them saved it, so it's likely not going to be a yellow. But also, at lap 35, it's going to be a halfway caution, and Sub is sideways. He collects Farb.
Turn 1, unfortunately. Sub making a full point penalty.
Yep, Beast and Vic are together in the wall out of 2. They maintain control.
They're saying he had a moment.
And somehow, throughout all of this, Lime is now your leader. Trying to hold off some of the best in the business at these types of tracks.
Orange and blue.
Tao in second. Beast in third. Vic, the rookie, in fourth. Lime gets loose out of the corner, and Tao is in the inside. Back together. And the wall behind is Farb. They may gonna get through.
Roof cam is really nice. Anyway,
And Tao at the track. White flag for the stage. Pios is in the apron, pushing at the track. Vic is in the wall. He goes around. Lime also spins down the grass and maintains it. Pios to the lead. Tao right behind. Tao goes to the inside. Pios with the block. And out of 4. Pios is going to get the stage. With no caution. And Pios is loose out of into turn 1. Sub is in the wall. Pios is in the wall. Sub spins down to the inside. And loses all of that position that he had before. And thing that's lined us around.
in the lead is Nathan.
I think that's his first time in the lead all day. Driving for the prestigious Marlboro Racing team.
He's first time in a while. He's back in the lead.
With Pios, who won the stage, right behind him. And Nathan gets underneath Pios. He's trying to take the lead back.
Really interesting battle here. A single file line.
Single file line. There's no too wide battle, but there looks like there will be out of turn 4. They're all bumping each other because of the draft. It's allowing them to pull together. Pios is underneath Nathan for second.
Crowd requesting that Tawa does a slingshot.
Tao is in third, shuffling out the Marlboro drivers. Remember, Tao is driving for Team Target, the team that he owns. His driver, Pios, is behind. Well, is ahead of Tao. Now the question is, will Tao try and help his driver? Or will he try and go for the lead himself? Far trying to move down low. It didn't work. He pushed at the track. Nathan and Lime are there to capitalize.
Beast really having a good race today. Deal of laps led.
The problem is that if no laps at this point count except the last lap, and Beast did not earn any stage points.
Another spinner in the back. Very fast recovery.
Maintains control, however. There's red car. Yep, that is Nathan. That is Nathan.
Nathan
And up against the
deciding
wall,
to
just trying to maintain
self-destructive.
control. Yep, this race is probably going to be a bit about lag management. Just hoping your
People
car
are really struggling
sticks
with
to
their
the bottom.
turns with the lag.
Yep, they're not able to hold the bottom as much as they could. They were forward wide throughout the turn.
Why?
Favre nearly turns lime.
Nearly spinning out.
And Favre has to pay the price for it. Favre is sideways. He is not going to maintain control. Gets clobbered by Nathan.
Ooh. Really taking advantage of this one.
And
41.
Pilots goes around.
I thought the pit at that.
And in the second instance of her spinning out throughout the tri-oval, this race. Driving the T-Mobile Target Motorsports car. Powell in second, Lime in third. Blaine tried the outside. The outside is not the line to go for. Blaine slots back in. We haven't talked about Blaine that much in this race, but he's been putting on a pretty decent show in the Amica car.
Just around.
Now trying for second. Beast had a commanding lead, but it's going to deteriorate soon.
Turn 4 out, turn 4. Tawa making going all the way in the back.
Now it's going into the pits. The first of the takers going on the pit road. Looks like he may be going for his last stop. If he can. Here's the pit strategy. Try and pit early, so... And if the race goes green, he may end up finding some of the cars who are back in the field and try and draft off of those. The question is... Ooh, Pios Tawa nearly clobbered Vic coming out of the pits as Vic was sideways in the front stretch. But this is exactly what Tawa needed. He needs a drafting partner. He may be in range of Vic to try and get a draft off of him.
People spread out after the pit stop. Nearly covering the entire track.
Yep.
Tawa in the grass, really trying to catch up.
And Pios is right in front of the field.
Way outside of the white line is spinning himself out.
And Vic goes sideways. This is starting to backfire on Tawa because he has no drafting help.
Going back into the main path we have. We're trying to make his way back up.
They're all trying to catch up to...
Still in the lead.
Yeah, they're trying to catch up to Pios, the lap car. The last car on the lead lap. Sub using the apron to try and pass Blaine. And Nathan got squirrely going to turn 1. Had to drop to the back of the pack. Blaine with a huge run on the outside. Blaine's one of the only drivers who I've seen actively try and choose the outside line. Whoa! Blaine goes to the outside of all of them. Beast misses the pits.
Nathan pitting.
And Blaine is now your leader. Beast was trying to get on the pit road. Beast did not notify anyone else that he was coming on the pit road. And that has cost him a ton of time.
Crowd predicts that that Tawa might take lead.
And he has passed some of the drivers coming out of the pit road. And Beast is in the grass. coming into the pits. He overshot going into the pits. And Go Canada's going to the pits. Green flag pit stops are going crazy right now. And Tawa coming through the front straightaway. Gonna
Nathan
easily beat them off
crossing
pit
the line.
road.
Going out pit road.
And
7 front of these.
and it looks like Lane has not come into the pits yet.
Obviously, it's something's working for him.
Now the problem is, he's gonna pit at some point, and he's doing that right now.
Out into turn 4, catching up.
Nearly overshoots the entrance to pit lane.
Road.
Wednesday.
Very, you know, odd decisions for pitting.
Yep.
They are slowly running out of fuel.
Now the main question is, will Blaine beat
Wouldn't be allowed.
Tawa out of the pits? Tawa has a 2-second lead over third place, which is Vic. Vic is going to the pits, so Nathan is going to take the lead. And Tawa is now your race leader. Pitted early, avoided the calamities from the pack, and now Tawa is your race leader.
Kawa had a very interesting strategy. So I
Yep,
feel
he
did have
he undercut
a
the
different
field and-
strategy.
And Nathan went sideways out of 2 and pit. And the caution is out. Blaine and Pios are stuck together in turn 3.
Blaine getting a full point penalty.
Yep, that is 1 out of 3. Avoidable contact. And they're unstuck now. And the advantage Tawa had.
The third and Blaine both have a full point penalty.
And the lead that Tawa had was completely eradicated because of that caution.
Tawa blowing everybody out of the water today.
Now the pack is going to be back together, and I think Tawa pitted at that point because he wanted to go to the end of the race and not anywhere more.
Okay, Fake suggesting that they should remove the penalty from Lime.
Saying that he was at fault, that Fake himself was at fault for the wreck.
Tawa battling with somebody in the back. Brass.
So now the main question is when the pits are open, will people pit? And if they pit, will they pit for fuel to go to the end, or will they pit for will they try and pit for a green white checkered assurance? Plus, there's no guarantee that there will be no more cautions.
Tawa aligned with the pace car.
So
Got pushed back as if to say stay
And
back.
and Tawa is bouncing back.
Passing the pace car.
Looks like there's a little bit of beef between Crown, the pace car driver, and Tawa.
Spin out the pace car.
That's not going to go down well. And into the pits goes everyone. Except the Jaguar driver.
Most of the wrong name.
Gokan did not pit.
Crowd really contested with
Robbie Gordo.
Tawa's actions.
Obviously not agreeing with what happened. The field will line
Tawa
back
spinning
up,
along the
try and catch the pace car. Tawa is going to be second place. Gokhan did not pit. Gokhan will now be your leader when we go back to green.
Oh, into turn 3. Bring it out. Gonna catch up with whoever's in the front. Pace car. Tawa once again challenging the pace car.
They are not
In front of
happy
the
with
pace
each
car.
other. They're not happy with each other for some reason.
Here. I've never seen this.
Never seen Tawa this
Like-
angry before.
How to stop.
And they're going.
Tawa saying crowd started the beef.
But fortunately for the Tempers, Gokhan is in between the two. And checking the field up
Tawa getting held back.
for the restart, which
Yeah.
is going to be 13 laps to go. Gokhan with a good jump, and here comes Blaine on the outside. Tawa dives up to block.
Immediate spin out in the back.
Big boy around. He
3.
saves it, but Pios is in trouble.
Hello,
It would be Sub
Tawa.
and Vic.
He's
Yeah.
pushing it.
Really
Barb is
taking
still
off here.
spinning.
3.
That was
It's
a
too wide.
That was the chaotic restart.
What happened to Beast? I was eating dinner, sorry.
I do not know what happened. And Nathan goes around again.
Nathan almost spinning out, losing control of his car.
Gets clipped by Blaine and
spins out.
Vic goes around. This is a disastrous turn of events for those drivers, and Lime is now back in the lead with Fake Blaine second, Tawa in third.
Dominant floor into turn 3.
Tawa all over the back bumper of Lime. Coming to 11 to go. Oh, Tawa nearly
Trying to spin off
turns Lime
Lime
coming up from the apron.
Full of how he
Lime drifts up high. Here comes Tawa for the lead. Yep, this
passed 10
lap
laps.
60 of 70. If drivers want to get the win, this is their opportunity to do it. They're trying to go 4 wide. Blaine around. Blaine gets sideways.
Right.
Lime goes around.
Nearly going into the back.
He saves it. It's going to allow some of the drivers behind to take advantage. Beast is up
Save it,
to
brother,
fourth.
save it.
Beast, who is sideways in the grass in turns 1 and 2 after the restart, is now in third. Eight cars in the lead pack now. How is your leader? Lane in second, Beast in third, Nathan fourth. All going to the front straightaway.
Tawa leads.
Lane hits the wall. He collects Beast. Beast goes up in the air. Line goes around the background.
Hurting only himself. He spins out. Oh,
Fake went sideways, and now it's about to the top 4. And Gokhan hits the wall.
losing control of the car.
He saves it.
Turn 4 turns Tawa. Sub
Yep.
catching up surprisingly.
Yep, Sub, who was 3 laps down at the start of the race due to failing to due to lag at the very start,
ESCL servers.
and one car is up in the air but does not go over at the back. That was fake. One of the Marlboro drivers nearly collected Lime in the aftermath, and
Tawa almost getting around.
Yep, this is allowing some of the drivers behind to catch.
Gaining on him.
Whoa! At the
Really
front.
hitting him into the wall. I don't think the
Nathan's around. Tawa is in the wall.
Nathan, Tawa.
And
Come on,
Pios
Nathan.
nearly got collected.
Full-weight penalty. Tawa spitting out, losing control of his car.
And the race dominator late in the race is now out of it. Now it's Sub with the lead. With 6 laps to... Coming to 6
Subway.
laps to go.
Sub leading the lap. Beast really has a chance here.
Sub is sideways.
Just like he did in the quali.
Yep. And Beast just boosts Sub out of the way.
Damn, pushing him around.
Somehow Beast is back in the lead. Only 3 cars in the main pack.
Lane, 2-point penalty.
Yep, that... He already had a 1 out of 3, I believe. So... And that is another penalty that...
Here we go, Beast leading another.
And Blaine
lap.
is on... And Blaine is stopped to the inside of the track. He is out of harm's way. Look who is
Right out here in
fourth.
front, really not giving the people in the back of the chance. Mid-pack.
And Vic
Very spaced out.
had a chance to catch the top 3. He may be in this race.
Turning up turn 4, we have 4 laps, right? 4 laps. Beast spinning out. Ooh.
And Vic is barely able to get by.
Just sideways for a moment. Good job.
This is looking like a 2-man show between Sub and Gokhan. Gakio Fitness versus Jaguar Colors.
Go kid.
29 versus 95.
No.
Remember, Sub is a champion of this series.
Sub leading another lap. Go Cam. Steadily
3 laps to go. And
Sub
Vic
like
is in.
really-
Vic has caught up to them. Same with Beast. Can they win the race?
Sub
And-
staying consistently in the lead. Go Cam has to find a way of getting past him. Trying to overtake him by going high.
Gokhan
Very
goes up high.
ineffective.
That's not the line.
Back.
Can Beast win this? He's already spun 3 different times, and Vic puts Gokhan in the
Gokhan.
wall.
Oh, into the grass. 2-point penalty.
Beast is all over the back bumper of Sub. Vic is in 3rd. Pios is in 4th. Where did she come from? White flag is going to be displayed this time by 4
Really
cars
like
under a
the way
blanket.
past Sub. Really
Oh, Pios goes
played
around.
well. Will he get the win?
Pios could not make it. She went for a little splash of gas. That is painful for Pios.
3 people.
But up front, Beast to the inside.
overtaking Sub.
Vic
Damn.
pushing him.
Overtaking
And
Sub.
Beast
Oh.
out of turn 4. Beast
No way.
is going to get the win here at Kansas.
Beast
And
wins the
spinning
race at Kansas.
out of the tri-oval.
Sub just got fucking rocked.
Okan really disappointed in his loss of his win.
Man. Very eventful race. So many drivers spun in that last stint that we didn't know who would win.
Was getting the fastest time. Nathan 3rd, Blaine 4th.
You have Pios with the fastest lap of the race.
The slowest time
Being the pace car, that's understandable.
yeah.
Beast with the win. Vic is second, the rookie. And sub.
Bornox being the real slowest time to race. Ooh.
And Beast had one of the slowest, fastest laps. And that just proves that you don't need to be fast, you just need to be consistent.
Interesting race for Beast, for sub, for Tawa. Tawa had a really
Yep, Pios had to pin the last lap. That has to be painful.
Very late in the game. Messed up. Beast having a fun time. Out in the grass.
Yep, Beast is having fun.
That was the race at Kansas.
Watching Beast celebrate with victory donuts. We thank you all for joining. Hope to see you next time, where we'll be at Bristol, Tennessee.